It is no secret I love baths. Try to take one every day. When we were in California, they have a bathtub in the hotel room.
Nice.
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
No,
Yeah, but also, I can't believe you take baths in hotel rooms.
I need a bath all the time. So I went in, and I used to need a TV in the right spot. And I still watch the television most nights as I fall asleep. But I don't all the time now. Caitlin's kind of broken me from that. But I need a bathtub. And I walk in, I'm like, where's the bathtub? And there was no bathtub. And so I got back home. We got home last night at like midnight. So I was just grinding to get up this morning at all. But Amy walked in this morning with one of those things you put over the top of your bathtub so you can like work and bath. It's like a piece of wood.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's extendable because everybody's bath is different, but it comes with like extenders on the side so you pull it out to fit your bathtub's needs.
I'm fired up.
And
So you're going to work in the bathtub?
Yeah,
now?
I'm going to do the show from there tomorrow morning.
I think there's
all right,
like
we're talking to Amy Grant. Splash, splash, splash.
There's a cup holder and everything.
The average parent wastes nearly 4,000 hours of life with brain fog. Brain fog as they raise their kids. A survey of over 2,000 Americans over 30 years old reveals this breaks down to about every year 219 hours of brain fog inside of parenting.
That
Amy,
sounds awesome.
Do you ever have brain fog?
I mean, yeah, I think that I have it at times, especially if you're dealing with a particularly exhausting season. But I mean, kids go in and out of stuff all the time.
I wonder, though, if this is mostly a baby thing.
Oh, I'm sure, because you're not getting sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Eddie, your thoughts? You got a bunch of them.
Major brain fog all the time.
Because?
Yeah. I guess it's the kids. I guess it's just everything going on. But like yesterday, I was trying to read something, and I just wasn't retaining anything. And I read it 10 times. Like, this is terrible. I'm staring at words, and I don't understand what they're saying.
Is that common for you?
No.
Oh, that's common for me.
Well, I wonder, and I didn't want to throw it out, but let's say you take the SAT or ACT.
Yes.
I was lucky enough to have great comprehension.
Yeah.
Naturally. Didn't do anything to get it. Do you have that where you would read something and you're just like, I have no idea what I read?
Yeah. Only if I'm on ADD medication can I comprehend it first try.
Oh, man.
And I choose not to take meds, but I have been diagnosed with ADD, so I know that there's certain things I can do to try to function at a higher level, but it is very difficult for me. You know, I was talking to my brother about this because he's the type of brain that, like, he sees it once and he will remember it forever. And he was like, well, Ames, you know what? Like, socially, you remember things I'll never remember. So he was trying to give my brain a compliment. He's like, you'll remember someone's name from 20 years ago and what they wore and what their job was and where they lived. And he's like, I won't remember any of that. And I'm like, okay, well, cool. I still wish I would retain it after the first read.
Well, I have a bit of what he does, too.
Yeah.
Like, I struggle with the easy things, but I really dial in and remember all the hard things that I shouldn't.
Yeah.
Like, I'll meet somebody 10 times and won't remember their name, but I'll know, you know, the kind of tennis shoes they had on the first time, or the cousin they mentioned once to me, you know, that they just talked to on the phone. You know, but yeah, the baby brain fog, I bet, is the worst because you're also not sleeping.
Yeah, I think that's probably where a lot of it comes from.
On TikTok, there's a time traveler. His handle is Live Your Lie. He has a dire warning about the future of mankind. He is from 3036. I love time travelers on TikTok because although they're all full of crap, if just one of them isn't, ooh, that's crazy.
What's 3036, the year he's coming from?
Yeah.
3036. Okay.
In the year 2000.
It's ridiculous.
So the self-proclaimed time traveler says he's been to the year 3036 and, quote, you are as free as you're ever going to get right now. According to him, things start going to crap in December of 2052. 2030.
Wow, it's coming up.
Yeah, I'll be old by then, but I won't be too old. I'll get to experience it. That's when the big blackout happens and all power and internet services stop working, turmoil, riots, you name it. Also, 1,000 years from now, the zoos will be filled with cats, dogs, squirrels, and rabbits, which are viewed as exotic animals because there are really no animals.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
No,
I mean, that's interesting.
Amy,
how does he think of that?
Well, it's not like it's that.
I mean, people write books like this all the time.
I guess that's true.
But what if it's real? That'd be crazy.
I mean, the blackout thing sounds real.
The blackout thing's happened a couple times around here, in like a winter storm. It gets a little cold, lose all my power. Last night, Amy had was it this morning or last night you had a little traumatic event happen?
Last night, yesterday, I get out of the shower, and then I encounter the biggest roach you've ever seen in your life. Like, I think it's a mutant.
Wait, like a cockroach?
Yeah. Is there different kinds? I just didn't want to say cockroach.
Oh, yes, there is. Yes, there is a
I've
different
heard of other
kind.
guns.
Why?
I'm a little whisperer of the guns.
I don't know. I thought a roach was a roach.
It is
Yeah.
not.
I mean, I know there's like hissing roaches. I mean, this one maybe was that because I know those are big. Like, it was the biggest thing I have ever seen.
Show
and
me
of course, I screamed.
fingers. Do fingers. Show me how big it was.
Ay!
No way.
Whoa.
Yeah, y'all.
That's
like-
And
tennis ball.
its antennas or like whatever it has coming out, and then it's like wings. Like, it was nasty. And so I'm like, okay, I have to take care of this.
You sure
or
it
I'm
wasn't
not.
like a butterfly? You're talking about wings and antennas.
Yeah, no, butterflies are pretty and they don't scare me.
Okay.
This was disgusting. So I'm thinking I need to trap this somehow because I'm not going to be able to sleep knowing that it's in my bathroom, which is connected to my room. And I go to like get it's too big to squish. Like, there's no way.
No such
It would've
thing
been
as too big to
Oh,
squish.
oh,
Yeah,
no,
no
this
such
is
thing as too big to
So I
squish.
go to see if I can get a cup out of my room to like put it on top of it or something. And by the time I did that, I got back in the bathroom and I saw it scurry across and then it went into my pile of laundry.
Oh, no.
And then now it's gone and I don't know where it is. And I've had trouble sleeping. Like, it's not good. I don't know what I'm going to do.
So you tried to go cup over the top. It wasn't too
Maybe-
big. You needed a bowl. And that's a real cockroach.
Listen, it might have been pregnant or something.
Okay, now you're creating stories.
No,
Amy's
no.
basically that time traveler on TikTok who just makes up crap.
No, 'cause
I don't
now
think they
I'm-
get big when they're pregnant, like
Eddie,
big belly.
This is the biggest cockroach you've ever seen, and it's pregnant, and now it's laying babies in my closet on my clothes, and I'm not touching that pile of clothes. No way. So now I'm going to have I'm basically a home to
You
some
can
roaches.
Pay your daughter
To what?
to go through the clothes.
Okay.
I paid Mike D $10 last night to wait for my bag at the airport when I went home.
You did?
What? No, you didn't.
Well, let me tell you what happened. Hold on.
That's funny.
We were flying back. We didn't get back till midnight last night. Obviously, I got to be up at 4, so does he. But Caitlin had a flight out at like 4:15 this morning. And that bag will take half an hour.
Oh, yeah, true.
And I was like, hey, dude, I'll give you $10 if you want to hang out with this bag. If not, we're going to wait for it. But I need to get Caitlin home. And he's like, yeah, no problem. You know, there was a long line for the cars coming anyway, so we waited for the bag. And I Venmo'd him $10. And
Sweet. I
he
would have
brought-
done it.
And he brought the bag in this morning when he came in. Right?
Wow.
Yep,
oh,
easy as $10.
Oh, that's why the luggage is at the
I
door.
saw that.
Yeah.
I was like, why is Bobby's luggage here?
All right, Luke Bryan,
Okay.
one margarita, Bobby Bone Show. Hey, call us if you want. 877-77-Bobby. 877-77-BOBBY. What's happening, friends? We'd love for you to call us. 877-77-BOBBY. 877-77-BOBBY. That's way too long of a jingle for that phone number. Yeah. All right, let's go over and get in the big stories.
Bobby's Big
Stories.
A 7-year-old, I'm going to repeat this again because I need everybody to hear just how important this is. A 7-year-old is okay after stealing their dad's vehicle.
Oh.
And then crashing it 10 houses down the road.
Okay, wow. How did they even reach the pedal?
The family told the news the boy snuck the keys around noon while his dad was sleeping.
Dang.
We do have a clip coming up in a second from the neighbor. His joyride through the neighborhood lasted about 10 houses before he hit a neighbor's car, then a tree, then landed the vehicle on its side by a playground.
Oh, he was hauling.
Here, wouldn't you, if you were stealing and you were 7?
At 7?
I'd go straight pedal to the metal. Because you'd seen it on TV or a video game.
Wow.
Here is a neighbor that witnessed the whole incident.
They're rebuilding the park, and if it would have been fully rebuilt, there might have been kids there. Extremely fortunate. It would really sadden me to have a kid hurt.
Wow.
He is okay. After the crash, he walked back to the house to tell his family about it. The fire captain and police confirmed there was no major injury. No other kids were at the playground. Like, what hopefully happens here is this is just a hilarious story in 10 years.
Right. But I mean, what happens to a 7-year-old that steals a car?
So what's the punishment?
Yeah. Because, like, did they know you're not supposed to do that?
Sounds like
Driver's ed. You start him earlier.
Oh, like he's ready to go now.
This kid's ready.
Because it's not like you ever have to tell, you don't sit down. Not many people are proactive and like, hey, this is my car. You don't ever drive it. Do not steal my car. Like, you don't say
but
that
Dad,
to
you
a
never told me
7-year-old.
not to steal it and drive it down the road.
Yeah, like I could see that happening. And then what do? They didn't know.
Remember the story we talked about the spectator who caused a massive crash at the Tour de France bicycle race?
Yes.
Yeah, for her signed for her grandpa.
She turned herself in. She's accused of involuntary causing injury and putting the life of others at risk. A 4-day search happened, and the woman was arrested. Today's Thursday, right?
So
Yes.
Today's Thursday, so arrested yesterday. But did you guys see the video of her trying to get that sign on TV? And then, I mean, everybody goes, there's a pile up.
I watched a lot, like over and over and over, and she does seem like she's surprised and she's really scared afterwards. Like,
yeah, that's why she ran from the law. But then now does she have like, is she a fugitive? Because she ran?
She's still not. Okay, so she's not a fugitive right now.
Right. Okay, she got caught. But I mean,
Right.
are there extra charges because they had to spend 4 days of resources looking for her?
I think because it's in France, they just hit her with a croissant and go, we're all good.
Oh, okay.
Oui, oui. You are now in trouble. Pepe Le Pew.
Oh,
I think he's canceled. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll talk
I'm not
about
sure
him.
about Pepe Le Pew. I don't know. Bill Cosby's a freaking free man.
Crazy.
What a wild story. Bill Cosby's a free man after the Pennsylvania Supreme Court overturned his sexual assault conviction on basically a technicality. Bill said, quote, "I've never changed my story." But the whole part about it being a technicality, because, listen, let me say this. It was 60 women who accused Bill Cosby of sexually assaulting them, right? 60. 60. 6-0. And then it's a technicality that flipped it. I just had a story up a second ago that just came through about this because I, like you, am confused. I was like, how do you let a guy out that you said shouldn't be out and then we hear all this about? Okay, I'm going to pull it up here. It says, this is why Bill Cosby's rape conviction was overturned via BuzzFeed. The decision to toss out the conviction goes back to a 2005 press release in which the district attorney pledged not to file charges. So this has nothing to do with what he did or didn't do. It has something to do with what somebody said according to this story back in the day.
Surely there's a new DA. Like, what is it?
Okay,
There is.
Law and Order
Well,
Victim Crimes Unit on
DA.
NBC. All right.
Well, I
Just
wouldn't
slamming
think
out,
that there's.
Hey, surely the judge went to the bench and the bureau said, dang.
I mean, that just my guess. There's not the same guy or woman from 2005.
I think that's the problem. So the old one said this, so the new one has to comply.
Yeah.
Is that a majority of the state justices concluded that Cosby's constitutional rights had been violated when local prosecutors in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania, charged him in 2015. The problem with that criminal case, the court found, was that a previous district attorney had announced a decade earlier that he would not face prosecution.
There you go.
That announcement triggered a series of events that included Cosby providing incriminating evidence against himself in a civil lawsuit, which then became part of a criminal lawsuit.
Oh my gosh.
I think he's still a terrible, terrible
Yeah.
person. I'm here. I'm here to say it. Awful, bad.
Bad.
Technicality. Yeah, that sucks. He'll die out of prison now. This takes too long for stuff to happen. So he will die out of prison and he'll get to be a free man.
Wow.
And that sucks.
I know. I saw something on, I don't know if it was on Twitter or Instagram, but something, maybe y'all have seen it too, but it's like, God, it's so crazy. We live in a time where like Bill Cosby's free and Britney Spears is not.
It's like we asked to free Britney and
Yeah.
the universe goes, huh? Free Cosby?
Yeah.
It's like,
Right.
yes.
They heard wrong.
It's like, what?
You almost got that meme description though. You almost got that.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm always a little close. Never quite there.
All right. Hey, let's see here. Do we have time to take some calls? Yeah, I got a couple minutes. Let's see. Alberta in New York. How are you? Thank you for calling the Bobby Bones Show.
I'm good. Hello, show.
Hello.
Hello.
I heard yesterday you announced that the Raging Idiots are going to be at the New York State Fair in Syracuse.
That is
And
true.
that
That is August 20th, I believe, right? Isn't that right? August 20th? Yes, we will be there. State Fair. Are you coming?
I will be there listening. As soon as you announced it, I sent an email to my boss saying I need this day off. And it's only 15 miles down the road, so it's really cool.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
Did you call the boss?
Well, I was like, hey, I do it all the time. I need to be off.
We need to be.
That don't work. That don't work. Yeah, the Raging Idiots will be in Syracuse at the New York State Fair, the Great New York State Fair, on August 20th. Hope people come. It's only fair admission, so you pay like a few bucks to get in and come enjoy it or sit through a Raging Idiots show.
I thought you were doing a dad joke there.
Why?
It's only fair admission. Sounds fair.
Oh.
Seems fair, but you weren't.
I'm not there yet. Alberta, thank you very much. Let's see. Barbie, you're on the Bobby Bones Show. How are you?
Good morning, studio.
Morning. Oh, you almost got us.
I don't know.
No. Try it again, but do it all together, Barbie.
Good morning, studio.
Morning.
I am driving through Arkansas trying to find the Bobby Bones Mountain Pine sign.
Mm-hmm.
And I just thought if you could tell me a little hint as to what part of town it's in, because I'm by myself and I'm not very good with the internet.
Well, if you drive to Mountain Pine, Arkansas, my hometown, you will see a sign that says Mountain Pine, Arkansas, population 722, boyhood home of Bobby Bones. I mean, it's right on. Take a left at Arkansas Keith.
He'll tell you.
Yes, because sometimes Arkansas Keith will drive by the sign and he'll see people standing there. He'll pull over.
Really?
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
And he'll be like, "How you guys doing?" And they're like, "Yeah, we're good. We're from whatever state." And he's like, "I'm Arkansas Keith. What do you want to know?" And he'll just talk to him about the town. The whole thing's funny.
Love
but
that.
if you drive to Mountain Pine, Arkansas, if you drive all the way into the town, you cannot miss the sign. I promise you. Okay.
Okay, I'm in Mount Ida right now, sitting here going, okay, I don't want to lose them again. I lost the call. So thank you
not the
so
same
much.
town.
I appreciate y'all. You guys are wonderful.
Mount Ida was actually a rival of ours.
So get out of there.
Get out of Mount Ida. Don't spend any money there. Go spend your money in Mountain Pine. All right, thank you. Let me do this. The Raging Idiots, August 20th in Syracuse, New York. We're also playing in September 2 festivals, Bobby Fests, in Wichita, Kansas, New Braunfels, Texas. Just playing a few shows, but this is our latest smash hit, #1 in Uruguay. I just saw.
Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, this is recorded live. This is the grandma song. Here you go. Everybody's got that one special memory that even when they close their eyes, they still see. Well, I was 8 years old when mine happened to me. I was trying to find a place to hide, playing hide and seek. And then it happened.
What happened, Bones?
That's when it happened. I saw my grandmother naked. She was stepping out the shower. It was so unexpected. She didn't have a towel around her. She screamed, and I screamed. We never spoke about it ever again. It only lasted a second. I saw my grandmother naked. Well, that was long ago. Now I'm a full-grown Bobby B. but I still have to talk about it in therapy. You know what happened?
Wait, what happened, Bones?
You know what happened? I saw my grandmother naked, completely nude. She was stepping out the shower. It was so unexpected and wrinkly too. She didn't have a towel around her. She screamed, and I screamed. We never spoke about it ever again. It only lasted a second. I saw my grandmother naked. So did my granddad, I reckon. I saw my grandmother naked. Oh man, what's that? There you go.
Big in Uruguay?
Uruguay #1 song. You can stream that if you want. It's up on all the streaming places. Okay, there is a celebrity that was seen out for the first time in forever. They were like, we cannot believe we're seeing this person in human form.
Huh.
Yeah. The first time in years that he's been seen. Do you know who it is?
But someone on the show saw him or someone in the world?
No, not even the show. The world. He just hasn't been
Okay.
seen.
Weird.
Is it somebody that died and they're not really dead?
Tupac.
No, people see him all the time. Every day. Yeah. Tupac at
He's in
coffee shops all around the
Louisiana.
world. Yeah. He's a... no, I'll tell you in just a second. I will tell you who it is. I'm not wrong on this, Mike.
No, you're
No
not
one's
wrong.
seen him and all of a sudden there's like there he is.
Weird.
Yeah. We'll talk about that coming up in a minute, and we'll take some calls. Hold on. You dying to know who they saw for the first time in forever?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you have any guesses?
No.
Mm-mm.
There's a celebrity that people have not seen. This person kind of was like, I'm done with Hollywood. I'm done acting. I'm done everything. Goodbye. And then nobody has seen him since. He didn't die. Don't know where he went.
Young or old?
At this point, I mean, he's our age, so he's not. But we knew him when he was a kid.
Doogie Howser?
No, but you're on the right track. Sitcom.
Mark Paul Gosselaar?
Nope. No. He has 3 names though, like Mark Paul. Gosselaar.
Really?
Yeah.
Ryan Austin Green?
No, he's alive.
And we just saw
Well,
him.
we know that this person's alive.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas,
Oh, okay.
Oh.
who was in Home Improvement
Mm-hmm.
and was massive as a kid star.
Is he the middle one?
He was also in Lion King. He was the voice in Lion
That's
King.
right. That's right.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas was the middle one and the biggest star on that show as
Okay.
far as kids go. And he was like, I'm done back in the day. But for the first time in forever, he was seen walking his dogs. First time been photographed in years. People like Bigfoot. It was a whole story. Like, we've spotted Jonathan Taylor Thomas in the wild. And so I'm curious.
Oh, wow.
What do you see him?
I just had to Google it right away. I need
show me
to
the
see
picture
him.
you're looking at.
That doesn't even look like him anymore. I wouldn't have recognized him.
X that. You got to add.
Oh, my bad. Right there.
Yeah, I wouldn't know that was him.
Mm-hmm.
He's in sunglasses and a hat. Are we sure that's just not some guy? And they were just like, make that look. Hey, write the headline. Maybe it's Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Let's do Jordan Davis. This is Almost Maybe's Bobby Bones Show. Call us if you want. 877-77-Bobby. 877-77-Bobby. Appreciate you guys.
The Bobby Bones Show.
Jeff, a truck driver in North Carolina, is on the phone. Jeff, what's going on with you?
Hey, Bobby, how you doing? Hello, studio.
Hey, what's happening?
Hey, I just wanted to let you know I watched your show, Breaking Bobby Bones, for the first time, and I've been binge watching it. I'm a cross-country truck driver, and when I've been recording everything, so when I get home, that's what I do. I sit and watch Bobby Bones, Breaking Bobby Bones.
I appreciate that. before you started it, were you apprehensive or were you thinking it was going to be pretty good?
Well, I mean, I've been listening to your show, and I like your personality, so I kind of figured it would probably be a halfway decent show, and it actually turned out to be a really good show. I got to admit, you got some nads, brother. I mean, because half of the stuff that you did, there would be no way I would do it. I'm 66 years old. There's no way I would do any part of that. So my hats go off to you, and I appreciate everything that you do for veterans and police officers, and Eddie and his walk across North Carolina, from Tennessee to wherever he walked from.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
His 100 miles. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
But that's good stuff right there.
Well, that's
anyways,
very kind of you. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate that. Drive safe out there, and thanks for listening to the show.
Thank you. You have a good day.
You too, man. You know, speaking of veterans, I mentioned this, but on Sunday night, which is 4th of July, and if you can't watch it live, I get it. I ask that you do if you can. But speaking of veterans, Ralph, I told you, the guy that I spent an episode with lost both of his legs. IED. Boom. Lost him. Was like, what do I do now? Never played hockey in his life. Learned hockey on a video game. Got good enough. He's on the Paralympic U.S. hockey team. They won a gold medal.
Amazing.
That's not the spoiler, by the way. You know, it's not about him winning the gold medal. Like, it's just an amazing story of a veteran who went and was doing everything he could to make sure that we stay safe. And then something happened to him that was terrible, and how he fought back. But that's on Breaking Bobby Bones Sunday night. And if you watch live, that's great. You can watch on Amazon, Disney Plus on July 7th. It goes up now, the 7th. But Ralph, man, that's my guy. Like, I just, you know, and what that show is at the end of it, I try to do something back for people who have done so much for others. There's definitely some extreme home makeover in that show. You know, for me, that show, it was a lot of other shows that I'd watched and found amazing things in. Jackass, obviously, when we doing stupid stuff. Extreme Home Makeover, when they do it at the end, they give back. Dirty Jobs a little bit. Anthony Bourdain. But mostly this show and what I do with my life. And so when you guys call and you say nice things, like, that touches me, because like Nat Geo let me do the show I want. And who knows if it's going to be successful enough to get a season 2. God, I hope so. Well, I 80% hope so.
Because now you're going to go out and
well,
do
that's the
more
thing.
things.
You talk about have nads. I have no nads.
So it's hard for you.
It's awful for me. But I'm supposed to be uncomfortable, because these people and their stories, their lives have been uncomfortable at a point. And I'm telling their story and also being very uncomfortable. But I hope you guys check it out Sunday night. We had a few really fantastic weeks of ratings. And then we had 1 week last week that wasn't that great. So we're looking to bounce back this week. But it's just like live TV. Like, who watches it in general? I'm asking that question.
Yeah.
Because
not
I
a lot of people.
don't. That's why I do for Breaking Bobby Bones, because I'm never going to ask somebody to do something I don't do. Unless it's a sporting event or American Idol, like, because I'm on that show and I need to watch live. I don't watch a lot of live TV. So for you listeners that do watch it live, like, I just so appreciative, because the longer the show stays on the air, you know, the more that I and we can do for other people. But Sunday night, you're gonna love this episode. Okay. There you go. Let's see. Let me take another call here. Eric in Louisiana, you are on the show. What's happening, buddy?
Morning, studio.
Morning.
I was just calling to pat Lunchbox on the back for returning that lady's wallet. It wasn't his color anyways.
Nice.
But,
What do you think about that?
Also,
It's about time someone notices that I did something nice and calls in and, you know, tells me what a great job I did, because I did do something awesome. I gave that lady her life back, and she doesn't even realize it, and no one acknowledges
Okay.
that fact.
All
So-
right. Yes, we have many times. What else, Eric? I'm sorry.
good job, Eddie. Congratulations
No.
for doing all that you do in the studio, for raising all that money. And
Thanks,
also,
Eric.
an underlining story here that y'all might not thought of is it would really fire Lunch up. Scuba may be a Guinness Book World Record holder for the slowest driver from West Virginia to Tennessee.
Good point.
That's funny, Eric. I appreciate that call. Thank you for listening, bud.
Yep. Yeah, have a good
All
one.
right.
Bye.
All right, hold on. Guys, we're going to come back. You guys want to call us? Feel free. 877-77-BOBBY. Obviously, we love it when you call in. Amy did something weird at her house, and she's like, I did this at home. Is this weird? And I'm going to tell you before you even tell everybody what it is. Yes, it feels weird.
It does?
It does. I've
Huh.
never done this. It does
Okay.
feel weird. We'll talk about that coming up next. There's this Reddit thread that I get on. It's called like Housewives of Nashville or something, and they just gossip about people.
Oh.
It's hilarious. And because they're wrong a lot of the time. But I like it. I like to go over and just, they were talking about you in one of them.
And what did they say?
They were like, why is Amy gone for the Bobby Bones show? And they were making all these theories. And
I was on Reddit.
Yeah, you were.
That's cool.
And I was like, and I wanted to just write, her dad died. And some of them were like, maybe it was her dad. He died. And I'm like, yeah, no crap. They had one about Caitlin and myself, but they have all these art. And then they just start gossiping at people. And they were like, well, the John Party one is why I'm bringing this up because it's when he announced that he'd lost he was on vocal rest.
Mm-hmm.
And they showed his Instagram picture. And they're like, we know what this means. He's in rehab. Or that we know what this means. He's not selling concert tickets. People are so wrong. I can tell you right now, 100% fact, because we're close to the parties. John's got a throat. He's not able to talk. He's on vocal rest to help his throat. He's had issues there. But just know, when you see crap on the internet, it's just people guessing. Because they were so sure of that something was up with that John Party post.
Yeah.
They were like, no, we're certain. This sounds like rehab to me. And I'm going, people are just, they're basically writing out of their butt.
Yeah, it's a good way to put it.
They have no idea. And so when you see people write stuff on the internet in a comment or just know, hey, I don't know. So I got over there because they were talking about Carrie Underwood in one. And I was like, you guys, I just got on.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. I was like, but it wasn't mean. I was like, hey, this is funny to me. I like to read this place. You guys are about 65% accurate in what you're talking about here. Sometimes they're right about stuff. And I said, you guys are wrong about Carrie. She's actually really nice and really sweet. I said she's really quiet. So sometimes people will take that as, or shy, as not being friendly. And I was like, you guys are so wrong. Although she didn't write that letter back to Lunchbox's 7-year-old who wrote the letter to her. But that's not her fault, probably. But that's what I did yesterday and the day before. The whole flight from California back here yesterday.
Hung out on Reddit.
I was on this page.
Oh, man.
But they started talking about, like, I think Morgan Wallen's baby mama. She's with somebody new. I didn't even know who she was.
The baby mama's with someone new,
Yeah.
and they're talking about it?
Yeah. I think that's who it was.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I just don't know, like, what.
Are you getting on Reddit now?
I'm not gonna lie and act like I was too good for it because I enjoyed it. And I got over there, and again, I just identified myself as me. And I was like, hey, hope you guys are good. I like reading this. But just letting you guys know, you're only about 65% right. But some of your stuff is right.
Dude, they must be freaking out when they see you on
I
there.
don't think they care. Nobody cares.
Really?
Yeah, nobody cares.
Huh.
I mean,
because like Carrie Underwood's not getting on Reddit and responding to those people.
But
John Party's not.
But I'm not, again, exactly right. They're not because they're like real stars.
Oh.
I'm just a guy going, I sure would like to read some gossip. So that's what I did. That was my night last night. Now, this is what Amy did last night that I found to be a bit peculiar, is you slept in your guest room.
Yes, because I wanted to see what my guests
nights ago,
were.
was it? Whatever it was.
Yeah, like it's something I recently wanted to do because I started to think like I've had a lot of people like stay at our house, and I don't even know like what our guest room is like. I kind of just set it up and then left. Hopefully it's good, it's comfortable, they have what they need. I don't know. So I wanted to experience what my guests were experiencing so that maybe I can make it better. And I did find something I could add.
You did like undercover boss to yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, like I wanted to make sure like, okay, do we have like all the towels, all the toiletries I would need? So I kind of just spent like as though I was spending the night in my guest room. And overall, I had a good experience, but I did decide that I need to add a blanket like in underneath the comforter as a situation because it was getting kind of cold in that room for whatever reason. Like I don't know why. It's not the air's not spreading out evenly. So boom. Other than that, 5 stars.
I feel like she rates herself on she gets it on Airbnb.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna find this thread the exact name if people want to find it.
Oh, the Real Housewives one?
No, it's not. It's called Celeb Wives of Nashville.
Okay.
If you're just curious about what's going on here. I think Morgan number 2 is the one who told me about it. But it's pretty gossipy. Not a lot. It's not all the way true, but it rarely is. But Mike, you ever read that crap?
Yeah, all the time.
Oh, you already knew about it?
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah, they go hard on Morgan
Oh,
Wallen's
I think
baby
something literally just got posted that says, y'all, I'm dying at Bobby Bones talking directly about this Reddit sub on his show this morning.
Yeah. I'm talking
they're
about
fast.
Talking about because I love it.
Man, they're real fast.
Unless they talk about me. That's why I'm being friends with them. You get in, you nice.
Get on their side.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. I'm gonna start gossiping. You guys will never believe this about Riley Green. I started just dropping stuff. But yeah, I'll get on there occasionally and be like, this is true, this is not true. All right, you guys, call us if you want. I promise I'll take some calls. Let me play a song first. Chris Young, Kane Brown. Here's Famous Friends. Bobby Bones Show.